So I can't lie, Fantastic Four, it got my heart. After seeing it twice already in the first week that it's been released, I can't lie that I honestly really enjoyed the experience. And I feel like there's been a ton of discourse all over the internet about was it a good movie or not? Is Marvel back? Is Marvel not back? What is going on? And I feel like definitively, in my opinion, Marvel is on the way back. With Doomsday just around the corner releasing next year, really everything they do now is extremely important to nail it. That way they have the most momentum possible. And now I did hear that they don't even have the third act prepared for Doomsday and they've already started filming it, which kind of sounds like some Eternals BS all over again, but I feel like it's just up to us to have faith in them and to see if they're gonna cook or not and how they're going to do it. But really diving deeper into Fantastic Four, I mean, they have literally A-list actors in that movie, from Pedro Pascal to Vanessa Kirby to Eben Moss-Baccarat and even Joseph Quinn, who I was not familiar with his game before, but I think he might have been my favorite character in the movie, and that's saying a lot compared to the three actors I just named. Now honestly, outside of those four, I think that Galactus was definitely an extremely well done villain, which I'll go into later. And I think that Silver Surfer also did her thing, although it did come off a little bit dry to me here and there. I did read a review going to see the movie for the first time that said, you know, the characters really carried it. It was the actors that made the story so impactful. And I would agree to an extent. I think that one thing that was also really good was the visual effects. And that's surprising to me because I remember hearing that people didn't consider the visual effects good in this movie, but I feel like that's just not true at all. Like honestly, Galactus looked absolutely brilliant. If you have not seen the movie yet, there's gonna be spoilers here in a second. I feel like that moment where we just get to see his eyes peer out is literally like the feeling when you see like the Watcher in the What If series, just like his big eyes, and it really gave the idea of a grand scheme of things. Now the second time I saw this movie was in 3D, and so it really was amazing to see Galactus in the background, and then we have our four fantastic characters in the foreground. There's like such a dichotomy of big versus small, and really just giving you this impression that this is not, we haven't seen this type of bad guy before. This is not a Thanos, even though Thanos was scary. This is not a Thanos. This is not a Kang the Conqueror. This is a real being that's literally just hungry and trying to get some food. And so I feel like in this, you know, line of thought, it really did make the movie so much more interesting because it felt like a viable threat. I remember playing like the old Lego Marvel superhero game, and you just have to fight Galactus as the final battle, and it truly felt like that moment. Although when he did come onto Earth, I did feel like he was a little bit downsized, which kind of ruined the feeling of it. Like I feel like he only got smaller throughout the movie, and I know that he is capable of controlling his height, making himself smaller and larger, but I feel like if they would have kept like a consistent height starting at the beginning, because he just seems like when I'm seeing the movie, when we first see Galactus, I'm like, how are these four gonna defeat him? Like, they gotta cook with something crazy, which they kind of did, but the ending was boiled down to such a simple moment of Sue, you know, walking down Galactus, which was like a tough scene, and it made me be like, oh, she's a threat. Like, they got some firepower. But I feel like also realistically, there's no way Galactus goes from Silver Surfer, who's faster than the speed of light, cooking her, freezing her, but yet he can't freeze Sue Storm that's standing right there walking him down. And I feel like maybe the thought is like, Franklin, their child, is amplifying her powers, which is definitely possible, and I feel like that would make more sense because we know he is literally like insane Omega level mutant. So I feel like in terms of really progressing the entire narrative of the MCU, I was happy with it. I think it was objectively a very good movie. Like I think that let me rephrase. I think objectively it was a great superhero movie, as it had all of the plot devices that are needed to make such a great superhero movie, such as the characters, a good plot line, great setting, excellent visual effects, and just it seemed like it was a cohesive nature. I know that some people have pointed out that there were reshoots and there was a plot line that was taken out to try to appeal to people such as myself with smaller attention spans, which they did do a good job of, but I feel like at the end of the day, I didn't feel like I was missing out on much. I mean, this story has been teased for so long, the last couple years in particular, but it's also been tried 3 times previously, and did they hit on it? Not really. And so I feel like the fact that we finally have a working formula, it's in our nature as fans of, media to get a little bit greedy and want more. But I think that we should definitely be realistic and happy with what we received in this movie. I mean, honestly, I had such a phenomenal viewing experience, and it made me really excited for Doomsday. And I feel like that end credit scene really just rose the stakes up about a million times, because Marvel is not playing around. Doom is here. RDJ is back, and I can't wait to see how they cook something up and really draw us in to this new universe that they're probably gonna reboot and create. So honestly, I'm looking forward to Doomsday. I really enjoyed Fantastic Four. If you haven't seen it and you weren't convinced by what I just said, definitely give it a chance. Wait till it comes out on streaming services. You need to watch it. It is better than, what did we just have? It's better than the Marvels, better than Eternals, better than Falcon Winter Soldier. I mean, better than, Brave New World. Definitely better than Thunderbolts. I don't know why people love that show. I mean, that movie. Like, they hit with this. They cooked. And I feel like I can't wait to see Reed Richards grow into the leader he's meant to be in the Avengers, in Doomsday. And yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys thought. And as always, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.